going on, guys? Lazy here, and welcome back to what might be the finale of Metroid Dread. It's very possible. In the last video, we defeated a few bosses, got the cross bombs, got the screw attack, all that good stuff. And now, per usual, I forget where I'm going. Even though it hasn't actually been that long since the last video this time, but oh yeah, right. So Adam is trying to we made it to the surface, an area called Hanubia, and Adam is trying to locate Raven Beak's location because we can't just leave and let him go. So we basically just gotta do a little sightseeing, I guess, and come back a little bit later once Adam has gotten more info for us. And essentially what that means is we're gonna walk around for a little while and just kind of see what we can find here, and it's worth noting that there is we still haven't taken care of all of the Emmys, so just a little bit of stuff to note. For these guys, you can use the cross bombs to take them out, except for this guy right here. You probably just want to use a regular bomb, but oh, did I actually? I think we go bottom first. I think. Come on, dude. Do your... There you go. Oh, I should show... Hold on. So, I should show you guys... This is how OP the screw attack is. Those guys can be taken out. Basically, almost every enemy can be taken out in one hit. It's super OP in this game. I mean, it always has been, but... So, for now, we're going to take this elevator back down to Ferenia. And we're going to take care of a few things here. Tie up a few loose ends before we do anything else. So, yeah, hope you guys are having a good day. Today is December 15th, 2021. Getting close to the end of the year. I have had a less than stellar day, to be honest. Just anxiety things, stuff that if I'm not used to it by now, then I'm not gonna get used to it. So, of course, as you can tell, we need a new beam to go that way. So I forgot that those things were there. So for now, we're going to just, head to the left here, and I'm gonna go ahead and cap off my energy. Just so I can. Drop on down here. And watch out for those saw guys there. Right, so we come to this area, and I think... I'm trying to remember, I think we go... here? Yeah, I think. No, is it? Yeah, I think it is. I think we go to that teleporter. So you can pretty much just use the screw attack to get through everything. I mean, there's just not really anything that can stand in your way at this point. Maybe I'm supposed to go down. I forget exactly where I'm supposed to. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm supposed to go through one of these beam doors to get to the teleporter. There it is. I'm pretty sure we go to the teleporter, right? It has been a hot minute. No, we can't. We can't go that way anyways. What's down here? Let me... No, you know, I don't know actually. It's been a while, guys. It's been a hot minute since I've been in this part of the game. But I do know that we were supposed to come down. Right. Never mind. And by I'm saying that I knew we were supposed to come out here, I didn't necessarily mean that going in that door, but I meant coming back down to this section of the planet through the elevator. Yeah, okay. We're on the right track now, I believe. So I should have actually went... Wait, I couldn't go to the right, though, because of this. So I'm supposed to go down and around, I guess? Ugh, I forget. Or no, wait, there's a thing here. Can I go through here? I can. Well, I was gonna screw attack up through there, but I guess actually what I should be doing is cross bombing. There we go. Now we're schmoovin'. Yeah, okay, I recognize this little area here. And I think, yeah. Cross bomb through here. You don't have to cross bomb through here, but it just makes it a little bit faster. Yeah, this area. Yeah. So you want to wait until this whole floor here is vulnerable to the screw attack, so you want to be a little gentle when landing on the floor so you don't keep falling through it. Into the Emmy zone. We're gonna just head straight up here. Oh, he is right on us, man. But we have the gravity suit now. So watch a big bubble thing. And we can slide down here and head inside for another mother brain fight. I don't know if I've mentioned this, but you can only lock on to the mini mother brain one time with the storm missile, and your screw attack, as you can see there, does not work against it. So just a note. It does work on the Rinkas though, and it should keep you safe from the little lasers. So we're so overpowered to the point that if you somehow die to this mother brain, then I got bad news for you at the end of the game, because you're probably gonna have trouble with the final boss. Major problems, in fact. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get some of that sweet Omega Blaster laser, whatever the heck it's called. Omega Cannon, right? Yeah. But the blaster's a thing too. Stream. So, time to take out another Emmy. We're gonna just head on through here. Now this one, I think, if it's the one I'm thinking of, it's a little tricky. We gotta start out by blasting this. And this will cause the water levels to lower, and we can slide on through here. The Emmy won't chase you until you get out of this little tube here. So yeah, so basically what we have to do is the Emmy's gonna start chasing us from the right, and we've got to clear out a big path here. You could potentially take out the Emmy without having to do this, but crud. This is how you're intended to do it. So get ready, and you can go ahead and start firing. It's not gonna like hesitate or anything, because for as powerful as the Emmys are, they're kind of stupid. Blasting, you can go ahead and charge your shots once it starts to stand up, and boom! Another Emmy down. That actually only leaves one Emmy left that we haven't destroyed. And as you may be able to guess, since this is the purple Emmy, well, I guess enemy is also correct. And we've been needing to get through purple doors here lately. We now get the wave beam, which can open those doors. And the wave beam, if you're familiar with Metroid, it can actually shoot through walls, which was what the Emmy was using against us. You can see our shots can travel through the walls now, so that's pretty cool. So that opens up a few things for us. For now, we're going to go here, and we can blast this nasty thing, and we can also take care of this guy. Does your charge shot work? It sorta does, yeah. And we'll go ahead and hit this save room, and I think we're good to go ahead and head back up. I think. If I'm not mistaken, I might be, though. Yeah, because now we can open this back up, and we can head on in to the elevator. Back up to Hanubia. You see how we kind of went in a big loop there. The game's really good at guiding you along without directly holding your hand. So, and like I was saying earlier, today should be the finale. Even if I have to record a little bit longer than usual, today should be the finale because we've only got one other power up to get. I'm pretty sure, and well, it's just trust me when I say that after we get that power up, the game is very straightforward for the like final act. Yeah, you can see another Mocking Warrior. As we head in here, we can see that there is some various happenings about. See, not even Samus herself really understands what just happened, but something's up. And she's not the only one whose interest is a bit piqued by this strange ability. As you can see, we're being watched. So, already we're into another Emmy zone, and you know what that means. It's almost time to face the last Emmy. Now, as we enter this room, you actually want to let the Emmy head towards you because scripted event! And I'll just let this play out. Also boss fight. So, we'll get to discussing that in a minute. Let's take care of this guy first. I'm gonna try and... yeah, okay. Sometimes you gotta kind of bait them into using the shield. I guess we could try to storm missile this guy and make this go by a little bit faster. You gotta be careful because remember that attack there does a lot of damage. As you can see, the storm missile makes quick work of these guys. Also, check this out. Yeah. And of course, there's the last Emmy. The very last one, so here's our final upgrade for the game. And as you may have been able to tell earlier, it's the power bombs. So finally, we're able to use these things. And if you've played past Metroid games that have had power bombs, you know exactly how these work. They're really, really big boom. So what just happened? Essentially, Samus just absorbed all of the energy, not only from the Emmy, but from that ex-infected Mockin warrior. So, big implications here. I'm not going to say much about it right now in case you don't get it, but if you are familiar with the lore of the series, then you probably know exactly why Samus was able to suddenly do that. As you can tell, she was quite surprised of it by herself, so. Also, I want to make a quick note. Remember these two ships right here that are floating in the background? They're not important right now, but just keep them in mind. So, we can't go up through here. We need power bombs. So, you gotta charge them up. They work a little bit different than they have in previous games. You actually have to charge them. They're not just in their own separate thing. And Super Metroid fans might realize there's something up with this. We charge up another set of power bombs here. Yeah, Super Metroid flashbacks, anybody? If you played Super, you know what I'm talking about. Forget. Do you have to? Yeah, okay, just regular bombs. You can be pretty liberal with the use of your power bombs because we're gonna get plenty of chances to refill them. Can you do something here? You can. I don't know if I've ever been down here. What is here? Oh, it's like a shortcut. Okay. There's maybe something you could do there, but nah, I'm just gonna head back. All right, let's talk to Adam. See what he's found out about Raven Beak's location.
Uploading data. Samus, you have manifested a new power. The speed with which you siphon energy is undoubtedly Metroid in nature. The Metroid DNA inside you must have fully awakened, no doubt as a result of the many battles you have fought on this mission. This tremendous power is the last thing you require to confront Raven Beak. I have detected a fortress in the sky high above Nubia. He must be there. The time has come. Samus, fulfill your destiny.
Alright, Adam, whatever you say. So, yeah. Samus has Metroid DNA inside of her. She's had it since Fusion because that's what they had to inject into her in order to combat the X parasite, because a Metroid is basically the only thing that can kill an X. It's why Samus has been immune to the X since Fusion. That's why she's able to absorb them. And now, basically, Samus is starting to kind of turn into an actual Metroid. Not physically, necessarily, but through DNA and ability. She's been pretty much half human, half Metroid since Fusion, but now it's starting to become a more literal thing. She can absorb power, so pretty interesting stuff. If you need to refill your power bombs, by the way, the missile recharge stations will work for that. And as we come across yet another bridge here, that looks a little defunct. I'm gonna try something here, and we'll see how bad I am at it. But you can actually shine spark up through here, and it's pretty cool. I like doing stuff like that. We can't go this way yet. That will come later. It looks like we could go through there, but that's not the case, unfortunately. We'll go this way for now. Shine spark that guy, or shine spark, screw attack that guy. There's something here. What is it? I think it's missiles. Yeah. Get a small missile tank upgrade. There are those same ships that we saw earlier. I think they're the same ships. If they're not, then remember these ships instead. Alright, and we got one final battle with Amakim. This guy's a little bit tougher. He does still have a shield, but this time you cannot destroy the shield with just regular missiles. I think he still does the counter thing, so we'll just have to wait and see if he will do that. Or wait, actually I remember how this goes. Yeah, you actually got to pull it off of him, so pretty cool. Yeah, I'm glad I remembered that at the last second, otherwise that could have been bad. Other than that, though, I mean, he's the same as they have been. A little lame, but at least they gave them, you know, slight upgrades. Also, I guess he shoots the ink attack 3 times rather than just 2. But oh, dude, I was early. Are you serious? I was just about to say he's just as easy as... I can't believe I did that early. There we go. Alright. Dude, no. Stop. Stop. Don't do this on the last episode, man. Do not do this to me on the last episode. I think that's the first time that I've ever missed the second counter, like, since the game has come out. Sheesh. Let's play curses. Strange. So, we want to step on this little pad here, and this is going to take us up to a place called Itarash. And, well, this isn't just any old elevator. Samus gets to be comfy for a little while. Probably the first time she's truly got to sit down and be comfortable since this entire mission started. Yeah. It's basically just a giant orb that gets shot straight up. It's a good thing that ship, like, never moves, I guess, otherwise. But yeah, so this is supposedly where Raven Beak has been since our first encounter. And there's really not a whole lot to do here. It's all pretty straightforward stuff. See here, this is where he was watching this earlier in that cutscene. Now, if you need to restock on anything, you can do it here, but there's really no need unless you're completely out of power bombs. Because we're going to go in here to the save room, of course. We're gonna basically get a huge refill in this next room, but you need power bombs to get it. Because we can't go through this, and we can't go up through the top here, so you have to use a power bomb to break through all of this stuff. But you get like a ton of ammo and health in return. So step on this pad, and I'll be back in a sec, guys. I will let this play out without any commentary for a little bit, because stuff's about to get real.
Uploading data.
It appears your Metroid DNA has caused you to become a Metroid. Ordinarily, this would have happened immediately after the DNA transplant. Your Pokemon genes must have slowed down the process. They were the only tribe capable of controlling the Metroids. Though you possess their DNA, you are not a Pokemon.
Alright guys, this is it. Final battle with Raven Beak himself. Now, this fight itself, we will discuss the story momentarily, don't worry. This fight is a little weird though. Whenever he does that attack, just go into Morph Ball mode or slide underneath him, and Samus will automatically do a parry. It's a little weird, but we actually got a hint about that back in the opening cutscene, and that's what I had noticed way back in episode 1 when I said I hope I remember, you know, because I noticed something. That's actually a hint on how to dodge that, so because he did that in the opening cutscene as well. Anyway, yeah. So once you've done the counter once, you cannot damage him. Ow, with your missiles anymore. I just kind of do it just to do it. I don't know. But you kind of have to. You have to get him to, you have to coax him into, like, threatening you like that. Or to taunting you, not threatening you, but, that will open up an opportunity for you to do another counter. Also, whenever he shoots the big, purple ball thing, you want to use missiles to take that out. It's the only way to do it effectively. Your regular blaster, it's really hard to destroy it in time. But now, we enter phase 2, and I'm sorry, this fight's really fast, especially when you know what to do, so I'm trying to explain things, but here's the second phase, and whenever he starts doing this laser attack, he's going to do this rapid fire. You just kind of got to go around him in a circle. He'll stop for a little bit, but then he'll usually pick it right back up. And what I always like to do, ow, not that, I usually like to, you gotta watch that. That attack's really devastating. I always like to storm missile him. You don't have to. I think you can use charged shots. I'll try it here. Yeah, you can use charged shots if you want to conserve your missiles, but you get refills in between each phase, so ouchie ouch. This fight's really just about staying on your toes. You gotta kind of learn the patterns. Watching somebody else do it, it kind of doesn't do it justice. This fight is difficult. It took me several tries the first time I played through the game. I'm actually gonna hold off and just do charge shots, I think, for a while, because missiles are very important to the next phase of the fight. Because you get missile refills whenever he does the big purple ball attack thing that I mentioned earlier, but he doesn't do that in this phase. He will in the next phase though. He'll start doing that giant thing again. So I want to save my missiles for the next phase. Ooh, that was close. Whenever he does that beam, just circle to the opposite side of the room from him with your flash shift, because that attack is very deadly. The big beam. I mean, every attack he has does major damage, but I'm gonna storm missile him a little bit here. You definitely don't want to get caught up in that beam. Okay. Second phase down, and we tore off one of his wings. This is really cool though. Only one wing? No. Only no wings. He rips his own wing out, dude. It's so cool. Alright. So this attack, or this phase is more of the same really, but you want to be sure, okay, for this attack you want to use your power bombs. Hopefully you've picked up at least a couple of expansions, because if you haven't, that attack is really rough. It sends out all these shock waves, and it is hard to dodge because he will also send out the purple ball at the same time, and it's just rough. But here he's going to start using his own like Omega Beam thing. You just want to use your space jump. He'll do it several times in a row, so I recommend starting off away from him and then kind of moving in towards him. That way it gives you enough time to get out of range from it. But yeah, we wanna definitely start saving our missiles for the purple ball. At least until we crud, almost forgot. Okay. And it takes 4 missiles to kill the ball, in case I didn't mention that. A little risky there. I wanted to get off a few more. That attack you gotta watch when Shine Sparks. Crud, wrong button. No! Crud! Ah! I did the wrong button! No! Okay, so this is fine though. We'll just wait it out. I mean, it's not the hardest thing in the world to dodge, but it's just really annoying, especially... I said he does the purple ball. He actually... I forgot. He doesn't do the purple ball. He does the cannon. And that's what makes that so difficult to dodge. Yeah, you gotta watch his Shine Spark. It's really deadly. Because sometimes he can change direction with it. But like, you don't want to use too many of your missiles because you want to make sure that you have enough for this. Okay, I don't need to use any more missiles. Kind of going against my own advice here. We should about have him though. We shouldn't have much more health left. It's just all about getting the patterns down. You might, I don't know if you can you parry that? It seems like there's a spark, but I'm not sure if I'm just seeing things or not. Okay, we should get a good amount of missiles off of this. Nice. Here we go. You got a parry. Parry. And here we go, guys. Sit back and relax. I'll let this play out. Man, oh, it's so good. It's so good. And check, you may have noticed the new suit. If you didn't, you're about to get a really good look at it. Oh man, it's so good. It's so good. It's so good. It's just, mwah, chef's kiss. It's just, ah. Yeah, check it out. Metroid Samus, huh? that's Kraid's dead body, by the way. The X has fused Kraid with Raven Beak, and now it's time. Charge up this beam with your Y button, and just keep holding it. I don't know if letting go affects anything, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna test it. This is scripted, of course. Boom. This is also the end of the final boss in Metroid Dread. Samus isn't even going to absorb that X. She's eradicating it. It's done. Job well done. But what's a Metroid game without planetary destruction? So, yeah, we've got 3 minutes to escape from this place. You don't have to shine spark up there. I usually don't, but I wanted to show off. We've also got this big laser now. We gotta hurry up and get the heck out of Dodge, so nothing's going to be able to kill you. As you can see, Samus doesn't even have a health bar, so you're not gonna. The only way you're gonna be able to die is if you don't make it back to your ship before the timer finishes. I could have. So yeah, you don't even really need to bother with destroying any of these enemies, and your beam. Dude, your beam can destroy anything, even if it says it's supposed to be a power bomb or a bomb block or whatever. Your beam can cut straight through it, so you don't have to worry about anything, you know, finicky like that. The beam is a little weird to control. It's kind of hard to aim down with it sometimes while you're trying to run. You do want to watch out there though, because you slide down in there and get stuck. Not like stuck, but, you know, inconvenienced. Now, you do want to shine spark up through here. You don't have to. It's just cooler if you do. Remember, I said we couldn't go through this door earlier. What door? Now just pretty much a straight shot. I think there's another area where we can shine spark. I'll try to get it if there is, but I'm not. Actually, this might be it. Yeah, this is it. Alright, and there we go. I will again shut up and let these last cutscenes play out.
You will drain the ship of its energy.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, Metroid Dread. So, I don't even know where to start with this game. Like I said, I was never a huge Metroid guy up until about the past year and a half, roughly. And then I really got into the series. I love these games. They're all so good. I've played all of the 2D games at this point. The only one that I haven't finished is Fusion, and that's a can of worms for another day, but I've got mixed feelings about Fusion. But Dread is spectacular. Like, what's the company's name? Mercury Steam, I think is where the devs on this, they knocked it out of the park. It was good. It's so good. And I mean, it's not perfect. It's not perfect. But it's very, very close, man. I have no problems giving this game a 10 out of 10. No video game is perfect. That doesn't mean that there are no 10 out of 10 games. 10 out of 10 doesn't mean, you know, it's flawless, but it's as close as it can get, at least in my eyes. And I love this game. I do. It's the reason that I've now beaten it, 6 times? in the span of a little over 2 months. And that's saying something for me because usually when I finish a game, I don't go back to it for a very long time. You know, at least maybe like there are a few exceptions where I will replay a game several times throughout a year. It's rare that I'll replay through a game 6 times in 2 months. It's, you know, it's really good, and I hope that this means that Metroid Prime 4 will be good as well. Of course, that's got a different development team working on it, and it's going to be basically an entirely different game than what this is. But and I think that the 2D Metroid games and the Prime games are on like 2 different timelines, sort of. So I don't even know if we'll get any references to Dread. I don't know how that's going to work, obviously, but here's hoping that it's at least going to be good, because I did enjoy Prime 1 and what I played of Prime 2, but so the story itself, man, I mean, I'm not the biggest Metroid lore guy. I know the basic story, and I know some detailed events and stuff, but obviously I'm not the lore keeper or anything. But I feel like the story here was really good. Essentially, back when Samus was implanted with Chozo DNA when she was a child, after her real family was killed and she was taken in by the Chozo, the reason Raven Beak was calling her daughter is because she has some of Raven Beak's DNA implanted into her. That's why they were saying, she's not Thoha, but she must have Mockin DNA in her. Because the Metroid were, I guess, programmed to be hostile toward Mockins. I'm not really sure what that's about, but yeah. So in a sense, she was Raven Beak's daughter. Of course, not biologically, well, but in a way biologically, right? So it's weird, but basically, because Samus had wiped out all of the Metroid in existence during the events of Metroid 2, and then the baby Metroid that was the only surviving Metroid from that game was killed off in Super Metroid. The only Metroid still alive was Samus, because she had Metroid DNA infused into her, and as we saw there, her Metroid powers had awakened there toward the end of the game. She's essentially half Metroid, if not fully Metroid in a human guise at this point. But essentially, Raven Beak figured that if he couldn't get any more, I guess he found out about this somehow, that she had Metroid DNA inside of her. I'm not sure how he found out about that, but he obviously knew, so he figured that he would lure her to ZDR. Because she was the only thing capable of destroying the X. So, he lured her in with that, and he planned to clone her and use her for his Metroid army. Yeah, Mercury's team, okay. Obviously that didn't work. And now ZDR and Raven Beak are no more, and as far as we know, the X are no more, but, well, anyway, you get to see this at the end. Now, normally, at the end of Metroid games, based on your time and your completion percentage, you get to see Samus less clothed. That doesn't happen in this game, and I think it's for the better. Not that I approve of that stuff to begin with, but let's be honest, it's disrespectful to Samus, I think, personally. I mean, maybe everybody has their own different view on that, but I think that they did right in doing it this way. Let's be a little respectful toward our leading lady here. But yeah, 4 hours, 14 minutes, 54 seconds. Not bad. I've obviously done better, as you've seen on the title screen. The only other thing to go over here, really, story-wise at least, is we saw there at the end, Quiet Robe came back, and obviously he was an X. So was it really him? Well, I don't know, because as we saw, that version of Quiet Robe is the only reason Samus was able to escape the planet, and why was her absorbing that X? Why did that depower her suit? Why did it take her out of Metroid mode? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe there's, you know, the lore keepers out there. Maybe they know, and theorists and stuff. Maybe they know what's up with that, and I'm just stupid and don't understand it. But, you know, it seems weird that her absorbing that X took her out of Metroid mode. I don't know. I don't understand that. But and why was the X Quiet Robe? Why was he chill when everything else that was infected by an X was hostile towards Samus? Obviously, you could say that it's because, you know, an X inherits the memories of its host. So obviously, you know, Raven Beak and all of the Mockin warriors that were taken over by X, they would be hostile toward her anyway, even if they hadn't been taken over by the X. So maybe for some reason that, because it was taking over Quiet Robe's body, Quiet Robe was like, no, I like Samus, you know, we're not going to kill her. But that seems a little weird, because if you think back to, like, Metroid Fusion, there's, like, this scientist guy who gets taken over by an X, spoiler alert, and he, like, tries to blow up the whole station. So, you know, it seems kind of conflicting there, because, not to mention, Samus is a Metroid, so even though the X is part of a host, it still knows that the Metroid's a threat to it, so why would it, you know, cooperate with it? I don't know, it's really weird and it's really crazy, but like I said, there's probably just a lot about the lore and the story that I don't understand personally, so if you're watching this video and you understand, if you've got the pieces to the puzzle here, feel free to let me know in the comments, but, yeah, so as your reward for beating the game, I think this is based off of item completion and not necessarily your time. You get these cool little wallpaper sort of things from different Metroid games, and there's one from several. I've actually got some of them unlocked here. Let me. I think I might have the most unlocked on this file. Or actually, I don't know if it matters. Maybe it's all for. Yeah, so you can see that there are 3 here that I don't have. They acknowledge other M, first of all. Then you got Fusion and Metroid Dread, and I imagine Metroid 1, 2, and Super are on here as well, but I don't know what you have to do to unlock those. I assume, like I said, that it's probably based off of item completion. Also, I don't know what Chozo archives are. This stuff I'm going to have to look into. We've got mission logs here if you just want to look at this for some reason, and then you can watch the credits again. But yeah, that's it. So if you play this game for the first time, once you have beaten a save file, you'll get the little symbol there next to the item completion and the time that shows that you've completed the game on that file. And I think starting it back up just takes you back to I already forgot what the place is. Itarash. I think it just takes you back there. I'm not sure. I'm not going to worry about looking into it, but well, yeah, that would make sense because as you can see here, 358. But I cleared that was before we fought Raven Beak, so it took me time to, you know, beat him. That's why we had an actual clear time of 4 hours and such. But yeah, so that's Metroid Dread, guys. I hope you enjoyed the playthrough. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'm looking forward to more Metroid. Hopefully we'll get more news on Prime 4 soon. I need to go back and finish Prime 2 and play Prime 3 because I haven't played Prime 3 since I was a kid, and I never got very far in it at all. I think I might have mentioned that earlier in the series, but you know, we'll get. I'll probably wait until hopefully Nintendo will release a Prime Trilogy collection. I don't see it happening, but hopefully they will for the Switch. I would rather play them on official hardware as opposed to emulation, but you know, I'll do what I have to do. I'm just not sure how Wii emulation works right now, but it's something I might have to mess with. Hopefully I won't have to, though. Hopefully, you know, they made Skyward Sword work. Hopefully they can do something with, you know, the Prime collection, porting that over. But that's something we'll have to wait and see. as of this recording, there's no more Metroid news that I'm aware of, so yeah. Also, the recording didn't really take that long. I thought it would take maybe like an hour and a half, but I was closer to the end than I thought. At any rate, guys, so that's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys so much if you watched this video or if you watched the entire series. Thank you so much. You can check out the other videos in a playlist. Also, feel free to check out my Pokemon Unite videos. Up next for the channel, I'll probably go ahead and record it today, so there might be 2 videos up today. I don't know, but I'm going to start a playthrough of the original Paper Mario for the Nintendo 64 using the Nintendo Switch Online expansion thing. I'm going to be playing it through that so I can get good quality and not have to worry about using an emulator or something. A game that I'm decently familiar with, but that's a bridge we'll cross when we get to that video. So thanks once again, guys. I hope you have a great day, and I will catch you all later. Peace.